Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My first words must be, of course, my heartfelt thanks to the Muslim Global Forum for this distinction that they have bestowed upon me, not once but twice in a row. Because you have heard the Laudatio twice, I do not wish to be standing between you and your dinner for very long. But allow me to just make one remark among many that have come to mind after hearing the most interesting debates that we've been having here today. And may I say how thrilled the members of the Club de Madrid are to have gathered with us such a group of great intellects coming to share with us truly important concerns of the day and making such stimulating presentations. Just one thought that I'll share with you at the moment. Remember the picture we saw in that remarkably exciting lecture this morning where we saw Faraday on the one hand with his invention of electricity and Gladstone the politician on the other hand. Thus science on one hand and politics or governance on the other. Our forum here is about linking advances in science and technology, of which AI is a shining example, with politics and leadership and democracy. We were told that the response of the Prime Minister to the scientist was, well, what's it good for? And the question then is, whose fault is it that there was really a lack of understanding between a great discovery being made and its implications for the population at large and for those who govern it already in a democracy? Well, I would say that neither is at fault. Gladstone was a brilliant politician. He knew all about politics. He knew beans about science. And there's no reason why he should. Today, many scientists actually happen to reach the highest levels of both the government and of being presidents. But in those days, that was not the case. And we cannot blame him for being what he was, a very successful politician. Faraday, for his part, cannot be blamed as a scientist for not being able to put in simple words what his discovery meant, and even less so for thinking and anticipating all the incredible applications that it would see in the near and far future. That was not his job. Imagine if Faraday had been an employee of a firm having paid for his research and only looking to its bottom line at the end of the year and the dividends to its shareholders and the price of its shares on the stock market. It would have been a disaster, especially since we know that he was the son of a blacksmith, was apprenticed in his teens, and it's only by an absolutely blind accident of chance that a member of the Royal Society actually took him under his wing and helped him get to become self-educated and to become one of the most brilliant scientists of the 19th century. What we need to join the two is somebody like Edison. Edison is a different kind of animal. He is a different species, and that is the man who invents something practical by seeing the potential of application in a discovery in fundamental science. So if I may use this opportunity of having you as a captive audience, I would say that all of you who are either opinion shapers or in contact with your leaders, please remember that artificial intelligence is based on fundamental research. That whatever its relations and the results of its applications in terms of impact on society and on democracy, it starts out with a need for governments and for politicians to support basic research, basic non-applied research, free research, peer-evaluated, not commanded or ordered or asked for in order to make a profit. No. The startup firms, the entrepreneurs, the teenagers in their basements, they are the ones like the inventor of the light bulb who make the link between the two. So let's remember, Gladstone is not, he's not alone on his side. He should have been creating already support for the scientists of Britain, as we have now various research councils and also research council in Europe. And the countries that support basic research are the ones that have the most applied research results. You see, the two go together. And as a former scientist, you see, I couldn't help but make this pitch when we were talking about the link between politics and science. Thank you very much.